Hey guys, welcome to another benchmark video. I'm really excited for this one since it's the new Cyberpunk 2077 game has finally been released, and a lot of us are excited for this game. So since it's kind of like a brand new game and it's at its early stages, I know that there will be a lot of bugs and issues with it that would kind of like produce an inaccurate or useless result. But since it's the closest thing that we've got to a post-patch game, I thought why not just give it a shot and see how well it performs on the RTX 3080 with the Ryzen 7 3700X. If you guys want more information about my system, check out the description section below. It should have all of the necessary information about it. Secondly, since the game right now doesn't have an inbuilt benchmark test, I'll be just roaming around and checking out the game mechanics and dialogue and seeing how well it performs, all while having the live performance values display up and running on the screen. So that will be our video for today, and hopefully it yields good results for you guys. If it does, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you guys don't find it useful, let me know why in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to make a new video with all of your suggestions in it. Alright guys, enough about that, and let's just jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so now that we have the game up and running, let's take a look at the live performance values display over here and explain it. So first off, we got the GPU temperature, its usage, its clock speed. Next up, we got the CPU temperature, usage, and wattage. Then we got the allocated memory usage, dedicated memory usage, and memory usage clock speed. Then we got the RAM, the FPS, and the frame time as well. So now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at the in-game graphics settings. For the first run, we're just going to have the preset on medium, just to get like a baseline or reference point to our higher end runs that we'll do as we go along. So I'm just going to scroll down and show you guys the options for the medium preset and what it looks like. So yeah, now we're just going to have a look at the skyline of Night City, then move to driving, and then some combat. And I hope you guys will keep your eyes on the FPS and see how it changes as we transition to other like activities as we move through the benchmark run.
Track down the scrap. See. What? He's tearing us down!
For real? This is bullshit! Fucking just ain't left!
Alright guys, so that's it for the first run. Let's take a look at the Ultra preset and see how the PC handles this graphics settings. So yeah, just scrolling down to show you again the options for the Ultra preset. So we'll try to duplicate the exact same thing that we did for the previous run, so that it's kind of like a fair test or comparison.
real? This
Alright guys, so now let's move on to the next preset. We'll put it to Ray Tracing Ultra and see how the PC performs at these settings. Scroll through everything. I want you guys to note that for this Ray Tracing Ultra preset, the DLSS will be enabled, so it's not really going to be a fair comparison to the previous runs, but this is how they set up this Ray Tracing Ultra preset, and I'm just going to leave it how it is, so as to not complicate things too much. But later on I will show you guys how the PC performs at the true maximum, like settings cranked up to like the max without DLSS even being turned on. So yeah, we'll get on to that just after we finish this run and finish with this preset. Alright guys, so now that we're done with that, let's move on to the maximum settings that we can put this thing on. Alright, so put this to Psycho and put the ray tracing lighting on Psycho as well. Turn off the DLSS and see what kind of FPS we'll get from that. So 47 FPS with no like activities going on in the background. That's not really playable in my opinion, especially that this game is like a fast-paced game. So I wouldn't recommend playing on these settings. So we'll just put the DLSS on quality and see what kind of effect it has on the FPS. So right off the bat you can see like we gained about say 20 more FPS, 22, something like that. We'll put it on even like ultra performance. And yeah, we just gained an additional like 10, 12, something like that. So not a lot from quality to ultra performance, but still 20 is a significant amount of difference of FPS. Something I also wanted to note for you guys is have a look at the avatar in the inventory. It's not really like sharp or accurate in any way, and that's because of what the DLSS does to the whole rendering thing. It like brings it down so as to reduce the amount of load. See, when we have it on quality now, it's improved quite a bit, and we have it turned off, it will actually be at its sharpest or most crisp. So that's something to note about what the DLSS actually does. It just lowers the amount of rendering the GPU and CPU has to do, especially that this is an open world. A lot of stuff is being rendered, even the very far stuff like these cars, as you guys see. It's such a huge load on the whole PC in general. So what the DLSS does is that it just lowers the amount of load or work the system has to do to be able to like make the entire visual realistic and whatnot. From my observation, I think what the DLSS does is that it smudges out all of the textures, just to reduce the amount of like noticeable imperfections in the distant textures that has to be rendered, so that the unrealistic aspects of these faraway textures no longer become significant or identifiable. But at the same time, it also does that with the closer up textures, so that everything seems smudged or unclear. This is all just to help with the performance, and like you guys saw, it adds quite a significant amount of FPS to your experience or gameplay in general. Anyways guys, I hope this video has been like enlightening and informative or helpful to you in any way. If it does, don't forget to leave a like I said before. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. It would really help out the channel a lot, especially that it's a new channel that I'm really trying to get to grow, so your help would be much appreciated. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next couple of videos. Take care and peace out.